right, what's up, man?
What up,
Episode
dude?
3, the weekly update with Eric and John. How's it going?
Keeping it fresh, keeping it coming.
Nice, nice. I like the fresh face.
Yeah, I
Um,
know. Yeah, it is.
very nice. I'm the complete opposite right now, but it's okay.
Yeah, my hair is getting a little crazy. I brought out the super glue, started gluing all of
No,
the alphas down and everything. So
nice, dude. I'm still liking the comb over, man. I'm glad you adopted it. Looks
yeah,
good. You look clean.
yeah. Rachel said she was gonna give me a haircut, but I think I might just let it go long again. Just go
Yeah, I don't
get
know.
the middle of the back kind of thing.
Has she ever cut hair before?
No, I don't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've
I don't know.
never seen her do it.
I love Rachel, but I don't think I would let Britt cut my hair either.
Exactly. I don't know.
Uh,
Maybe I'll let Dave cut my hair one of these days.
there you go. I mean, he might be around. He's actually been pretty
After the
good.
last time. After the last time.
Yeah, the 2 a.m. drunk haircut session.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh my god,
Infamous.
dude. Oh my god, Rose. Like, oh my god, that looks amazing.
It looked horrible in the morning. It looked absolutely horrible. It looked horrible.
Oh, that was the best.
It
I
was-
mean, we were drinking for several hours that evening.
yeah.
That was fun. That was a good time.
Well, yeah, shenanigans aside. So yeah, episode 3, and we're getting some good feedback, huh?
Yeah, we've been getting really good feedback. Thank you to all the listeners. I think we cracked just over 200 listeners in the past 2 weeks, which is amazing. And I appreciate all the feedback we've been
Yeah.
getting. We're taking it all in. This is a new thing. Well, not for me anyways, not for Eric. But yeah, we're taking it all in. We're just trying to learn as we go and try to please you guys as much as possible.
Yeah.
I know we can get carried away sometimes, but we're just trying to figure it out as we go and make it as entertaining as possible. So
Yeah, this is if I don't put on my normal thing, this is my 5th or 6th one podcast this week. Yeah, hour plus long podcast. So it's like
Damn.
it's getting like I started booking. I was like, oh yeah, I can just like crush them out. No,
Yeah.
you got to like space them out a little.
That's too much, man.
And especially it's like they're in the middle of the day, and I gotta get it's been interesting. So
yeah, that's tough.
I don't know. The baby carriage is coming in handy. I'll tell you that is.
I saw that
for a little
very
stand.
very handy.
So you got to do.
Are you moving that around as you're doing interviews?
I am. Yeah. Well, at last time I had it in front of me, so I can move in and out, so they get like zoom up and get real close. And but this time I try to put like, so first off, last time I crowdcasted it. I called it Technology Square because I crowdcasted, and then so crowdcast is like a live platform, whatever. You can get people on there, moderate it. And it wasn't working for the person I had as a guest, and this is for the Techstars gig. And we I had to have him FaceTime in, and then I had to screen share mine, and then have it like, and it was just, I mean, it worked,
too much.
but it's too much. You know what I'm saying?
That's why this is nice and simple. Zoom is simple. All we do is log on.
Yeah, but then we
record.
can't have thousands of people. I was trying to get thousands of people.
Not
that many showed up. Only like 70 showed up.
I don't want to. 70 is a lot. That's way more than I want to talk to you at once.
Yeah, I mean the one I had today, I think I had like 80 live people, or 63. I think we're live at one point. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
hey, who knows? Maybe we'll do a live stream one day on.
Man! Maybe do like a little stadium tour when everything gets back to normal. It's gonna be real cheap to rent one of those stadiums.
I know.
So, so I just want to bring up a couple things. I don't know if you saw it. So, did you see the UFC All In Challenge, the one that Dana White?
I did not.
All right. So I'm just gonna bring this up because I saw it today. So it's a combo. It's a Dana White and Halle Berry.
What do they have? What does she?
Because she's a big UFC fan apparently, and so they're gonna all expenses paid trip. So they get a They're getting some good stuff. Obviously, they're getting the UFC kind of treatment, right?
Do you get to hang out with any of the fighters, or you just hang out with Dana White and Holly Berry the whole time? Yeah, I don't mind Holly Berry, but Dana White.
Okay, so let's see. It's, so the duo is offering lucky winner the chance to pick any Las Vegas UFC pay-per-view event on an all-paid. Yeah, that's a good one. Expenses paid trip that includes once lifetime experience. Excuse me. Lifelong interest in combat sports came full circle.
Nice.
Well, whatever.
All right. Well, did you put it in your tickets for your picks?
No, I didn't. So I told you I was gonna wait. I told you I want to see.
Oh my god!
Because more people are putting in. More people.
Dude, there's not some old lady ripping a ticket off and dropping it into a bucket.
First of all, I don't have all the money in the world to do these sweepstakes. All right,
dude,
and
it's like $30.
Yeah, but I'm waiting to see more of them come out. There's gonna be more.
That's true. I didn't even think of that. I mean, I like the ones I picked.
Yeah. So did you do them, by the way? You did do them?
I did. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
So
I told you I would.
Yeah.
I told the fans I would. You know.
Okay. I told the fans I would.
I told the fans I would buy them.
No. So here's the stuff that you get for the UFC one, right? Private tour of the UFC headquarters and lunch. UFC VIP experience. Any pay-per-view that you want. Private MMA training session at the Institute for
nice.
UFC Institute. 3-night stay, 2 tickets. Post-event press conference. Go inside the octagon with Dana post-main event.
Oh, that's cool.
Meet Dana and UFC athletes. Receive personalized kits on stage.
Dude, I'm gonna have to pick up another job to pay for all these.
You get one of those bump boxes. Have you seen those bump boxes?
No.
It's like a new school, old school, like those big ass radios.
Oh yes, I have seen those.
And they're all over the UFC right now.
Oh, that's great.
But yeah, no. So that's the newest one that I saw on.
Nice
I'm gonna have to look into. But
nice. Well, speaking of budgeting, how are you feeling about being a new father soon?
We're talking about budgeting in your next biggest expense coming up.
You like that segue, don't you?
You're like now that that you have a baby coming on and you're adding a line item to your
expense
budget.
report.
Yeah, your expense report. So this week actually I feel pretty confident actually that I can put a baby to sleep.
Okay.
I understand their sleep cycle. I am as everybody knows, I hear it once and I'm an expert. I hear it twice and I'm a legend, you know, kind of a thing.
Very true. Very false.
So,
very true.
So we shall see. We basically we were looking at taking care of babies. I'll make a plug for her. It was like an online course, right? So all of our courses, all of our like breathing courses, and I can't believe I want to say Le Mans, right? Le Mans, yeah. See, I'm getting there.
You're getting there.
No, so we had did a little 6 course thing about taking care of babies, and it's all about swaddling them. So I know how to swaddle them, get them all tight. So you want them. So the reason why you want to do it, right? Because that's how they feel in the womb, and you don't want them to kind of like wiggle around. Because if they're doing all this, it's just like too much.
They could scratch themselves.
Yeah. And then so they're basically it's a 4-hour sleep cycle. So they're up. You got to feed them. They're up for like an hour. Up for 60 to 90 minutes. They're up. And then you're trying to put them back to sleep, and then they fall asleep, and then they're back up. So you're feeding for half an hour. You know, they're up for half an hour or an hour to an hour and a half, and then trying to get them to sleep, and then
I like how you're really getting into this. You're really getting down to details. It's good.
Well, first of all, when you look at the videos, it's like this shit's simple. Like, what are you talking about? It's 3 steps, 3 or 4 steps. You swaddle them, you do the whole thing. And by the way, the greatest part about it's like, well, Rachel, everybody thinks that I'm going to be the one that's like, rushing to the baby's side. No, I'll let them like cry. It's like, let them cry it out. They show some a couple of videos of like the baby crying. And it's like, it seems like it's up, but it's not. It's like, if their eyes aren't open, they're asleep. They're sleeping, even if they're like crying and shit.
Yeah, interesting.
So, I don't know. It doesn't seem.
Are you excited
It,
though? Are you excited about
of course,
the whole?
yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I have always been this type of person, and I've told Rachel this, and she knows it.
You're a caregiver.
Is what?
You're a caregiver.
No. I'm not the nurse. I'm not the nurse. No. And is that I don't get excited till like I don't like waste my energy on the excitement. And so that sounds horrible. Like obviously,
yeah. I mean, it's like, obviously, it's like, kind of hard to not be excited, right?
Yeah, obviously I'm excited. But it's also like this was part of the plan. It was like this is it's just happening. Like I'm not excited because a lot can happen.
Yeah,
we still got a month. Nothing's gonna happen. But at the same time, but realistically, obviously, I'm fucking pumped. I mean, it's. I mean, here's what I keep on talking to people. Well, it's kind of funny is that I get in all my business kind of interactions now. I get to start using like those jokes and those lines, like, oh, like I'm not gonna be sleeping too,
Oh
or whatever one-liners I'm.
Soon enough, I'll be on your level.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh yeah,
those like, sleep till 18.
Yeah, huh? I heard kids do that too. So where people have been telling me that's what I have to look forward to. But yeah, no, it seems like everybody I meet is like having a baby or some sort of 3 people that are on that I knew at Techstars or like recently met. They're already on maternity leave. Guy at Sacred Heart is like they're all over the place,
Yeah.
But no, definitely pumped about it.
That's good. Have you been getting a lot of questions from your parents and stuff? Has your dad like pulled you aside, like, let me tell you a few things?
No. I mean, I feel they keep on telling me, he's gonna learn. That's not how
you're gonna learn today.
You're gonna learn today.
Oh my god, that's exciting though, man.
Yeah,
that's great.
Well,
that's good.
I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it's you don't, and I guess what I keep on, I was gonna say this, what I keep on hearing is that you think it's gonna change you, and you're obviously preparing for it and you're thinking about it, but it doesn't compare to actually it changing you in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like that, like when it actually happens, you're like, oh, like it's different worlds. It was like this and then that. So.
What's the best piece of advice you've gotten in the past like 9 months or 8 months?
I actually don't know. Piece of advice. That's actually a pretty good thing. Maybe I don't think I've gotten any advice except that's why I have to take these online courses. We have a huge book over here. Rachel's getting books sent to here.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm trying to think of like what people have told me. I feel like Rachel's been telling me a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys are gonna be fine. I was just curious. I mean,
no, it's just like I'm just trying to think. It's like, what is the best piece of advice? Like, I was like, have people actually been trying to help me in this process?
Yeah.
No. But like I said, like when it comes to trying to put a child to sleep, I think I
feel pretty good about it. It sounds like you got it down.
Excuse me. I feel like that was a good one, right?
That was right into the microphone.
Was it really? Was it bad? That wasn't it? I apologize, everybody. I apologize. That was horrible. I have never done that on see, this is like the 6th one this week. It can't, Dude,
that was directly I heard out of your stomach on that one. That was great.
I thought I like got it the right way. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Dude, it's all about being honest and real.
We only it's only like 100 people.
You're a belchy guy. You're a belchy guy.
I'm drinking seltzers. My first seltzer of the day. Oof, getting me going.
There you go.
And what was I saying? So the online classes taking care of babies. That's a good one. So I'll shout out to that one. But we also have we do have our Le Mans classes this weekend. So
are they in person or?
Oh hell no! They're no. They're gonna be over Zoom. But it's like it's supposed to be like an 8-hour thing. So it's like I'm gonna be. I told Rachel, I was like, if we're gonna be in front of this thing for like 6 hours, I get it, but if we're
Eight
talking about
hours?
breathing, well, it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be an in-person 8-hour class.
Like not broken up over separate courses?
No, it's like a 1 day thing. I mean, I assume you get
What, dude?
lunch,
That's
but
so long.
yeah, but he's like, I don't want to go back.
That's
But
true.
but still,
You're
like,
not going anywhere though.
yeah. You want to hear this?
Mm.
It takes 2 days, 2 full 8-hour courses to get your boating license.
I do. I did know that.
I
I
don't know.
was
I don't know
looking
if
into
there's
that a
any
while ago.
correlation with people boating and babies. I don't know if you put in as much kind of effort in
I don't
figuring out.
know. Well, boating, you can kind of just like cheat on it. Anybody can get their boating license.
100%. I passed the course and everything.
Yeah, I mean,
Totally.
I've seen your dad try to park that boat. So clearly, anyone could get a boating license.
Oh, geez, you're not going to be allowed on that boat anymore. Um,
Oh, that's
but
great.
no. So yeah, exactly. So we have that class this weekend. So I'll tell you
Yeah,
maybe next week. I'll tell
yeah.
you
You gotta give me an update, man.
how I can talk you off a ledge if you feel like you have extraordinary pain in your pelvic region.
Dude,
You know,
that's like a daily thing.
it's a daily thing. You're not even 30 yet, and you have daily like
uh,
that sounds horrible and something you need to go talk to your doctor about. 100%.
I don't have a primary care doctor down here yet.
You don't? How long have you been there?
Just over a year. Britt got one, so I would probably just use the same guy. I guess he was really nice, but I haven't
Oh,
had to go to
really?
the doctor, dude. I'm in perfect condition.
I'm in perfect
I
condition.
mean, I'm a strapping lad.
Listen, you're going to be in perfect condition, I think, for 2 more years. I think at the end of your 30th, 31 year, so
Mm,
right before you turn 31, your
mm.
metabolism is going to crash. And it's going to
Dude,
not going to be able to catch up, and you're going to have a pot belly, and it's going to
maybe,
be ridiculous. It's going to, I don't know.
maybe. I feel like 2 years, I'm probably gonna gain like 50 pounds, and I'm gonna be bald, just completely bald.
Yeah, that's why you got to keep the beards. You got to,
I know, dude. I'm holding on for dear life here. My grandfather, his hair, he's got like three pieces of hair, like Homer Simpson on the top, but his beard is strong. So that's what I'm going for, and it's fine. It's all good. I already got my lady. You know, beautiful.
I don't have
I
to
still,
keep
I,
anything up for her.
I still have a decent smile. I mean, if I lose my hair, I lose my hair. What are you gonna do? But
Hey, you got to look at, glass half full, right? Glass
yeah,
half full.
trying to. Did
So,
you?
what?
Go ahead. What were
No,
you
what were
gonna
you
say?
gonna say? No, what were you
I
gonna
was
say?
gonna. I
What were
was
you
gonna
gonna say?
say. What were you gonna say?
No, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna. I was gonna say. Did you get to watch the Last Dance documentary?
Oh no, I did not. No, I did not.
Oh, dude.
How was it? Is he the greatest of all time, or is LeBron? Come on.
I mean, it's not even like discussion doesn't even need to happen. It was just, I mean, Brit realized that I was so excited to watch this thing. I've been waiting for this. For those of you who don't know, a documentary or docu-series got released about the 97-98 Bulls and Michael Jordan and the whole team. It's amazing. I'm a huge fan. Always have been. You could ask my parents. I've watched and read every book and watched every documentary about Michael Jordan ever since I was a kid. I read anything that was available in the library. I saw it or read it. Been a huge fan. This thing was amazing. It's probably one of the best documentaries
It
ever
was
put together.
amazing.
It was amazing. It was amazing. I mean, and I mean, Britt Evans. I was just like a little kid, just like, oh my god, it's really is fantastic.
I
Though.
did. So obviously, I heard people talk about it, and
Mhm.
I heard that Jordan's a dick.
See,
He's a jerk, but again, he remembers
for a
every
reason though.
single uh, Jesus Christ, every slight against him.
Oh yeah, but I listen. He is a different type of person, and I think this is just like this is showing that like how he's different from new age athletes, LeBron James, all those guys. He was just on another level of like competitiveness and leadership, and I mean, I think it's just cool for like the people who grew up watching it. It's cool to see it. For people who are younger to see something like that is amazing. I think it's like, aside from just being like a fan, it's a great documentary. I definitely recommend watching it. I mean, you like basketball, you would enjoy it, and it's just the mentality, the story behind it. It's fantastic. I would recommend it to anybody.
Well, I mean, he is like, I don't know. I feel like the way he acts out, outside of basketball, like, after basketball,
Mm,
he's just so competitive. And then, just like he's just like, yeah, he's like,
dude,
that's what it's
that's
almost
who
like
he
you look
is.
back, though. It's like you almost look back. It's like, yeah, he's like, dude, I did my thing. I was
Yeah,
competitive. I was,
yeah.
I thought I was. And then afterwards, I'm like, I'm just gonna go play golf and gamble
He
and
says
buy
he
race
says
car, like
he
race
says
team. And
he says he plays like 36 holes a day.
I easily. I was gonna
I
say
mean,
more than that.
the guy just he's crazy. But it's a 10-part series. They only aired the first two.
Oh, okay.
So it was originally supposed to be released on Netflix in the summertime, but they pushed it ahead because of this whole thing, COVID going on. But they had to space it out because the last episode isn't even like finished yet, like edited fully. So I need to draw it out over 5 weeks. So they're hoping by the end, like by the time it's ready to be aired, it'll be done.
Oh,
Um,
you know what they did? They're like, listen, it's not done yet, and we never even talked to Michael. So,
Dude,
like,
so they
like they.
talked about all that. They talked about, he was the owner of all of this footage. Like they gave him ownership back in the 90s. So this dude's been sitting on all his footage for 2 decades.
Hold on, who
And
has
then
the documentary guys?
Michael Jordan. So it was owned by David Stern and Michael Jordan. They were the owners of the content.
Like,
That
that's
was
the
that
deal
was
that they
that,
made.
that was the deal that they made. They talk about it. They're like, either you could use it at some time and show, like, put together some amazing footage, or you're just gonna have some sick ass home movies that you could like watch whenever you want. That was pretty much the deal. But I don't want to
So
spend
he
too much
so
time on it.
oh,
But
hold
it's
on. So
really
he
good.
made a deal like early on in his career, saying like all the film on me.
No, it was in like right going into the 97-98 season.
Okay.
There was talk about trying to do something like that. Um, and they wanted to do it about the Bulls because they were going for a three-peat, their second three-peat. And David Stern basically was like, they like the idea, but they're like, all right, well, we gotta ask the team. We gotta ask Michael Jordan. We gotta ask Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson was like, yeah, of course, but he was like, you gotta ask Mike. And Michael Jordan, I guess, was basically like, listen, you could do it, but like it needs to be, something needs to be in it for me. And they were like, okay, well, this footage can't be released unless me and you both say okay. Now David Stern is dead, of course. um I mean, he was
I
pretty
didn't know that, but
yeah, he was pretty old. I think he might have been in his 80s.
well, yeah.
Um but yeah, no, it was pretty crazy, but it's great footage, and just from just just to watch the mentality of somebody is amazing. It's awesome. But
No,
it's
I mean, as a competitor, like that. I mean, him as a competitor is
yeah,
probably the most. I
just
assume that's
just his outlook
yeah.
on how he attacks things is and I mean, it also, you get to see some insight, just talking about the first two episodes, you get to see some insight about how he was raised, how his parents were, how his siblings were. It's like it started from the beginning. Like they just raised him. They're his parents were super stern. Were always like, you always need to work hard no matter what. um that was just how he was like bred. He was just a killer. But just such like a team minded person, but so competitive, and like his leadership level was just, yeah, he was an asshole, but I mean, you got to do what you got to do to win, and you got to get people in line. I mean, you got to get people to be on your level.
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I
but
think in
it's
sports, it's a
interesting.
little bit, yeah. But I mean, I'll probably end up watching it at some point.
Yeah, I text my brother and I was like, dude, I need to get this on VHS box tape set right now.
VHS. So is the documentary going to follow him like after like his whole career kind of a thing, or?
No, I think it's just specifically about the 97-98 team.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's it. But it's like all like he's talking like there's tons of interviews, like present day interviews being done throughout the show. Um, Also, props to ESPN for not cutting out any swears. Amazing TV.
They don't have to because it's not.
Yeah. Well, so
They
they
have
did.
UFC fighting. All right.
They did two versions though. There's one where they are cut out, and there's one that isn't. I think the one that's on ESPN2 is the one that is like it's no bleeps or anything, so which is nice. But yeah, it's a cool documentary. I definitely recommend checking it out. But yeah, that was like my big highlight of the week. I could not wait for that. But yeah, man. I mean, otherwise, what have you been up to? You
Well,
picked up any?
well. So one thing I want to bring up, and
Yeah, go
so
ahead.
you're gonna do it. So all right. So I'm gonna read. So hobbies, right? I
Mm.
was I was trying to think of like I really don't I feel like I don't have any hobbies, right? So I'm on
So
Wikipedia,
many
right?
people don't have hobbies.
Yeah.
This
So yeah.
time right now, people are realizing like I don't do anything other
Right.
than go to work, sleep, eat, drink, and go to sleep again.
Yeah, exactly, right? And go out, right? It's like
Yeah,
I go
like go
out,
to the
right?
gym occasionally. Yeah.
But so a hobby is a regular activity done for enjoyment, typically during one's leisure time, not professionally or not for pay.
Hmm.
Hobbies include collecting themed items and objects, engaging in creative and artistic pursuits, playing sports, or pursuing other amusements.
Interesting. It's pretty
So
broad.
it is pretty broad, but basically, I just it says not professionally or not for pay.
Mm.
So it's like at the, it's kind of one of those things where
You get paid for everything you do.
yeah, like it's like, no, but I mean, this is, I guess, is a hobby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Talking and chatting, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Doing, my podcast that I've done,
Mhm.
that cost me money.
Yeah.
It's like cost me money over the years. Shit, my business has cost me money over the years.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I mean, yeah. What hobbies do you have? Because you said you had some hobbies. I don't have. I really don't have any hobbies at this point. And I think that with a new child on the way, I'm not trying to start any new hobbies because I don't think it's like.
I think it might be a good choice. You could pick something up like in a couple of years,
Well,
maybe.
yeah. Well, what I'm getting at is that like I'm gonna maybe use the time of like kind of
Mm.
put him to sleep. And by the way, it's all about rocking the baby, and you gotta
Oh yeah.
shit its ear and rock the baby's head, and,
Yeah.
yeah,
You
it's a
might
whole
have some
thing.
downtime sitting there.
You just gotta basically wiggle it like that,
Yeah,
you know.
dude, you'll get it.
Yeah, it's all about shaking it and then
Yeah.
putting,
Not too hard, just
Well,
like
no, yeah, I
gently,
know, but just like shaking
gently.
them a little bit, and then you got to don't let them look at your face. If you want them to go to sleep, don't look at them
Why?
because if they are because like in the womb, right?
Mm.
So in the womb, they don't see anything. It's just dark. They're just seeing
Mm.
nothing. And so when
So
they're
if you
when they're
can make
looking
eye
at something,
contact with them, they're anything they see is
anything
probably
that
like,
no,
what the hell?
so it actually goes back to something I saw uh I didn't see. I actually heard somewhere about like the experience of a baby, like early on, a baby, like
Mm.
when they're seeing stuff, it's new for the first time, and their brain's trying
Yeah.
to make like they're just like, what is this, right?
Mm.
And it has to be like the experience of like tripping on hallucinogenics, right?
I was just gonna
It's
say,
like
taking like
you're just
LSD
like
or
yeah,
something.
it's just like whoa. You're like, oh my god, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like one of those kind of experiences where
Mm.
for a baby, if you're trying to put them to sleep, turn them away from you, so they're gonna kind of like
Interesting.
kind of not look at that. And then you can tell when a baby is getting tired because they'll try to stare at one thing and just try to
Hmm.
focus on that one thing and try to close their like stop like their eyes from moving around.
Interesting.
So again,
That's
see,
yeah,
I'm learning. See,
dude.
so
That's
I
good
guess
knowledge right there.
my hobby for a couple months is going to be trying to get a baby to sleep.
There you
There,
go.
dude, this whole little taking care of babies thing. She said that she can get the babies to sleep for like 8-9 hours within like a month or two.
Really?
Yeah, like
That's
that's
pretty
what
impressive.
I'm talking about, dude. That's what I'm looking for.
That's pretty impressive.
And listen, like that's the competition I'm gonna have.
Mm.
Like other new babies, like I'm just gonna start recording the people that I see on Facebook that have a baby around our son's age,
Mm.
and I'm gonna be like, so how long's your kid sleeping?
Yeah.
Because mine's sleeping more than yours,
Dude,
so I'm winning.
dude,
All
don't,
right,
dude, you better
winning.
not jinx it, man. You better not jinx it. You never know.
Listen, everybody's already telling me it's not going to go that way, Eric. It's not going to go that way. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, you never know.
See, again, it's
That's a
competition.
good hobby. That's a good hobby to have, though, man.
Yeah. But no. So yeah. So I guess what are your hobbies?
I mean, I think it's just I just pick up stuff along the way, man.
Like garbage? Like garbage?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
like
I saw that. We could talk about that.
you gotta
Honestly,
do it, dude.
I know I got to do it. We went for a walk today. I didn't see any garbage.
Austin
amazing.
has to be a little dirty.
Well, I mean, if I didn't go walking downtown,
Like go walking on the highway.
I'm like walking out the back of the property. There's no one back there. But no, hobbies, man. I guess guitar. I don't know, working on like cars. I've been trying to read more. I've been trying to pick that up again. Trying to write again.
Ooh, like a novel or like a screenplay?
No, just write in my journal. I mentioned that a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I don't know. I've always been. I think I've told you this before. You know this. I'm always like looking to learn something new. So I always pick up stuff. Like, I mean, cooking is a hobby. I've like legitimately taken cooking seriously, just because number one, Britt is really good at cooking. Everything she makes is delicious, and I'm happy about it, but it's also frustrating because it's not like that for me. So I'm trying to get better at that.
Doesn't like your rice pilaf?
I mean, my rice pilaf is always on point. But yeah, I mean, just stuff like that. I mean, I just try to find things that I like to do or anything that I like to learn about, and just kind of go with it. But like I think my main ones are probably like guitar and like I like cooking and working on stuff. I mean, if I had more, I like building stuff and like working on. I got a new Jeep and trying to work on that. And
yeah, I like how you went with like I like cooking versus I like to eat. Like I like to eat all the time. I like to eat on a schedule. I like to eat within a half an hour when I wake up.
Yeah, I mean, I also like to eat.
Lunchtime.
I genuinely like. It's so funny how you run into so many people who either don't know how to cook anything, or if they do, they're just like, I fucking hate cooking. I genuinely enjoy cooking. I really do enjoy it. I enjoy like cooking by myself. I enjoy cooking with Britt. I like when we do it together. It's just fun. And I also, I think like my brother's the same way. I like if I'm cooking for people or someone, I love making something that like they enjoy. Like seeing someone making something and seeing someone really enjoy it is the best. I don't know why. It's so simple, but it's just I don't know.
Well, look at that. Yeah. Chef John's coming.
Dude, I mean, I'm not very good. I mean, like tonight, I made some steak with so I did New York strip with mushrooms and onions sautéed. Put that on the top. I made Brussels sprouts on the side, courtesy of Mr. Steve Sayers. He hooked me up with his recipe that came out spot on. And I also tried out this cauliflower gnocchi. Gnocchi. It was recommended to us by Kate Park. We got it from Trader Joe's. It was not good.
It was gross.
I didn't enjoy it. I could see it being good if you drown it in like some type of delicious sauce, but like just sauteed and seasoned up with like butter, salt, pepper. I was not a fan. It was like sauteed gummies. I didn't like it at all. Britt was struggling with it. I wasn't a fan, but overall, like that kind of stuff, I genuinely enjoy cooking. Like even if it takes a little bit longer, who cares?
It's.
I mean, we've cooked together in Cape Cod. I know you got some skills.
We have. I was going to say is that I think it's hilarious that I feel like when it comes to chicken, like I know, I can walk down the aisle and know exactly which chicken you're going for. What like the whole
Oh,
breast, like the leg breast, whatever.
the boneless, skinless chicken thighs, dude.
No, no, yeah, yeah, the chicken
Yeah,
thigh.
yeah, the chicken thigh. Well, it depends on what you're making.
Yeah.
It depends on what you're making, but typically, if like you're doing like a stir fry or something like that,
Oh well,
chicken
yeah.
thighs are like barbecue chicken or anything like that. I mean, chicken thighs just have a better flavor. Dark meat has a better flavor. Chicken breast, unless you cook it perfectly, that shit is dry as hell. I mean, unless you're doing like cutlets or something like that. I mean, you can get away with it, but it's just chicken thighs just taste better, man. They're just. I hope that it carries on. You told me that you're like, oh man, John would get chicken cutlets for this. My dad said the same thing. He like, I think over the summer he was like, I was making some food and I was at the store and he was like, John would get chicken thighs for this.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
damn right, man.
yeah, yeah.
They're
Exactly. You would.
delicious.
Yep. So Rachel and I, we one of the things we like about the Blue Aprons that we've been ordering them the past few weeks, and is like they have like these Thai, like the sauces. It's really like the sauces. Everything else is pretty basic.
Their sauces are prime.
And so we ended up getting going. It's like I want to say it's going sauce, but it's just like it's not. It's a Thai. It's like a Thai
Asian
chili. It's
sauce?
it's like a Thai chili. So I was like GOUGYOUG maybe.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. But it's like this Thai this Thai sauce that you can just put on anything. It just like gives it that. I don't know. It's delicious. I made a steak with it. I mixed it with butter and sauteed that with the butter. So,
love it, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, you got some cooking skills. That's a hobby right there.
Yeah, it is. But technically now, if we get the new kitchen up and running, I'll be making money from cooking. So technically, it's not a hobby anymore.
Oh well.
Everything I do, just it's unbelievable.
Dude, you're money in the bank. That's why I like you, dude.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing this with you. We're gonna be pulling in so much revenue from this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be able to buy a new pair of socks once a year.
Where's my internet money? Where's my internet money? This is how it works, right?
Dude, I've been socking it away, man.
It just comes in once you start talking, right?
Oh, dude, the amount of viewers that we've gotten.
I was actually just looking at my podcast, and it was saying that so
which one are you talking about?
PT Startup. So I don't so that's my only podcast. The other ones were like guest spots, and then I do the speaker series, which you drop in one of these times, and
I know
speaker
I
series.
get it. I know I gotta drop in.
And those I'm doing for the Techstars thing, which is that's been good. And then I was gonna say is I think we got just under like 18 and a half thousand, so almost right around 19,000 views in the past 4 years. So
that's awesome.
I mean, not bad. It's like that's what they track. I don't know if that's everything.
I'm shooting for 18,000 just this year. So
for sure. Oh no, I'm trying to double. Quarantine,
keep doubling it.
Yeah, it's all about content. Content.
Content quarantine.
Content quarantine. Content quarantine.
There you go.
Yeah, well, that was a tongue twister.
Dude, you've been in rare form today. I love it. Listening to the microphone.
Yeah, I know.
Title of this episode is Content Quarantine.
Yeah, no, it is not. No, it is not. Yeah, content quarantine. Quarantine content.
There you go.
Oh man. But So learning stuff, man. It's
yeah, that's good.
So next week I'll have some breathing techniques for everybody, and
hey, dude, I'm looking forward to it. I want to keep learning from you. You got to fill me in on this stuff. You're the first one into the gauntlet here.
Not technically of your friends, but
I know that
technically family, kind of a thing. I mean,
my buddies are. I mean, they've lucked out and had great kids. They like my buddy Brian. His daughter's amazing. He loves being a dad. My buddy Nick, amazing father. He's got 3 daughters. They love it. My buddy Rob, we have a bunch of friends with kids, but I mean, we're pretty close, and I want to hear how it goes, and I'm sure I know that the listeners also want to hear about it. I've heard through the grapevine.
All the constructive criticism we've got, or feedback.
Oh
that
my
we've got.
God, I know.
So,
Hey, you got to take it in, man. That's the only way you can get better.
Listen, they say with the a way to kind of bring in that internet money is to be authentic, right?
That's right. That's right.
Tell your truth. Be your
I
truth.
know, and we're pretty authentic. I mean, I don't think we've changed much since we met 10 years ago.
Well, a few things have changed. Actually, there's a few things have changed.
I've gotten way better looking.
I
think so.
Yeah. Beauty is the eye of the beholder, right? So there's that. One thing. I wanted to say the my gut flora is way healthier than it was. 8-9 years ago.
That's true.
The gut flora is way better.
Yes.
For all those, good. John is a competitive eater. He challenges people to eat on a regular basis.
I do.
And
anyone I see, I'll go eat at a restaurant by myself and challenge somebody.
And he food shamed me. He absolutely food shamed me because I had indigestion. And dude, all the oil in those fried fish on Cape Cod is not good for your gut flora.
Dude, yeah,
and
hey, suck it up, dude.
Suck it up, dude. Nope. Listen, I had to get like enzymes. I had to get like.
I know. I take them every day. You know this, dude.
Exactly. See,
I know
exactly. Here's the thing. I don't take things. I let the body take care of itself.
See, I was ahead of the game. I was already prepping my gut. You know.
Yeah. Well, I changed my diet, and I don't have it as bad. I don't have it. If I eat nightshades, then it happens.
That's true. Yeah. I've been working on that. But
well,
yeah, man.
Until next week.
Yeah. Little note to the listeners who have made it this far. We probably should have brought it up in the beginning. We'll put it on our posts. We're hopefully going to be carrying this over into other platforms coming up this weekend. So keep an eye out. We've gotten feedback that some people would rather just listen to this than watch a video on YouTube. Shout out to
I apologize for John and he says he's beautiful, but we get it.
I get it.
He has a face
you don't
for radio.
Want to look at my dumb face anymore.
He has a face for podcasts.
Yep. But yeah. Otherwise, man. Till next week. Can't wait.
Yep. Well, have a good one, man.
All right, brother. You too. See ya.